One of the things that held me back from pursuing my dreams for many years was fear of failure, and the lack of self-confidence that I needed to overcome that fear. It's something we all face. To some degree, I think. The key question: how do you overcome that fear? By working on your self-confidence and self-esteem. Without really thinking of it in those terms. That's what I have been doing over the years, and that's what helped me finally overcome my fears, and finally pursue my dreams. Truer words have never been spoken. It's near impossible to make time for your dreams, to break free from the traditional mold, and to truly be yourself, if you have low self-esteem and self-confidence. Then try this. You will get results. To Be Honest presents 10 ways to boost your self-confidence. 1. Dress nicely. A corollary of the first item above. If you dress nicely, you'll feel good about yourself. You will feel successful and presentable and ready to tackle the world. Now, dressing nicely means something different for everyone. It doesn't necessarily mean wearing a $500 outfit, but could mean casual clothes that are nice looking and presentable. 2. Photoshop your self-image. Our self-image means so much to us, more than we often realize. We have a mental picture of ourselves, and it determines how confident we are in ourselves. But this picture isn't fixed and immutable. You can change it. Use your mental photoshopped skills, and work on your self-image. If it's not a very good one, change it. Figure out why you see yourself that way, and find a way to fix it. 3. Think positive. One of the things I learned when I started running, about 2 years ago. How to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. How I can actually change my thoughts, and by doing so make great things happen. With this tiny little skill, I was able to train for and run a marathon within a year. It sounds so trite, so Norman Vincent Peale, but my goodness, this works. Seriously. Try it if you haven't. 4. Kill negative thoughts goes hand in hand with the above item, but it's so important that I made it a separate item. You have to learn to be aware of your self-talk. The thoughts you have about yourself and what you're doing. When I was running, sometimes my mind would start to say, "This is too hard. I want to stop and go watch TV." Well, I soon learned to recognize this negative self-talk, and soon I learned a trick that changed everything in my life. I would imagine that a negative thought was a bug, and I would vigilantly be on the lookout for these bugs. When I caught one, I would stomp on it, mentally of course, and squash it. Kill it dead. Then replace it with a positive one. 5. Act positive. More than just thinking positive, you have to put it into action. Action, actually, is the key to developing self-confidence. It's one thing to learn to think positive, but when you start acting on it, you change yourself, one action at a time. You are what you do, and so if you change what you do, you change what you are. Act in a positive way. Telling yourself you can't, be positive. Talk to people in a positive way, put energy into your actions. You'll soon start to notice a difference. 6. Be kind and generous. Oh, so corny. If this is too corny for you, move on. But for the rest of you, know that being kind to others, and generous with yourself and your time and what you have, is a tremendous way to improve your self-image. You act in accordance with the golden rule, and you start to feel good about yourself, and to think that you are a good person. It does wonders for your self-confidence, believe me. 7. Know your principles and live them. What are the principles upon which your life is built? If you don't know, you will have trouble, because your life will feel directionless. For myself, I try to live the golden rule, and fail often. This is my key principle, and I try to live my life in accordance with it. I have others, but they are mostly in some way related to this rule, the major exception being to live my passion. Think about your principles. You might have them, but perhaps you haven't given them much thought. Now think about whether you actually live these principles, or if you just believe in them but don't act on them. 8. Speak slowly. Such a simple thing, but it can have a big difference in how others perceive you. A person in authority, with authority, speaks slowly. It shows confidence. A person who feels that he isn't worth listening to will speak quickly, because he doesn't want to keep others waiting on something not worthy of listening to. Even if you don't feel the confidence of someone who speaks slowly, try doing it a few times. It will make you feel more confident. Of course, don't take it to an extreme. But just don't sound rushed either. 9. Focus on solutions. If you are a complainer, or focus on problems, change your focus now. Focusing on solutions instead of problems is one of the best things you can do for your confidence and your career. I'm fat and lazy. So how can you solve that? But I can't motivate myself. So how can you solve that? But I have no energy. So what's the solution? 10. Smile. Another trite one. But it works. I feel instantly better when I smile. And it helps me to be kinder to others as well. A little tiny thing that can have a chain reaction. Not a bad investment of your time and energy. I hope this video will helpful to you. Please subscribe to my channel and comment your opinion. Share with your friends and family. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.